I love my workshop. I love my acting class. You know how many times I hear that? And it doesn't matter where the person is studying that I heard it from. You know how that comes about? You get into a program, a method, a technique, and you love the teacher. You love the coach. So no matter who you talk to, and you say, well, where are you studying acting? And they say, well, I'm studying at the Shadrach, Meshach, and Schwartz Acting School, right? And they love it. So I've never heard of that before. It doesn't matter what I've heard of. It doesn't matter what I like. It doesn't matter who I recommend to people, to actors, where they should go study. What does that mean? And I see this on blogs and forums and websites that they'll say, here's my recommended list of schools that you should go study. How would they know? And a lot of them have never been at these schools or workshops. I'm talking about the ones that are recommended by these blogs or forums or websites. But yet you talk to anyone who's studying somewhere and you say, do you like your workshop? Oh, I love my acting class. Well, what is it that you love about it? Well, I love the teacher. I love the coach. You see, and that's what it's all about. It's finding what works for you, not what somebody else thinks is a great acting class or a great school. It's what works for you. Where do you fit in the best? Who's good for you? What method or technique suits you? Now, you'll go in and you'll audit different workshops and that, and you'll see the way they work, and you'll conclude, well, I like the group, or I like the coach, and I like what the approach that they are taking toward the craft of acting, and that should be enough for you. If not, you go audit some more. And what it boils down to, that I find, is that you make a decision based on who you liked as a teacher, who impressed you. That is so important, that you are at a place that is comfortable for you, safe for you, so you can take chances in your work. You can show displays of emotion. That's everything. So let's back up now and talk a little bit about methods, techniques. You know, there are so many different approaches. And like I've discussed this before in other episodes of the Coaching Corner, methods or techniques are merely the foundation that enables you to get to your talent. Now you say, well, what is talent? Talent, in my belief, is being the best you can at being yourself, at being who you are, and exposing all the things about you that an industry like that we're in, people recognize. Oh, he's so gifted, he's so emotional, great instincts, he's great at comedy, he's great at this, she's great at that. So a foundation or a method, that's all that enables you to do, is to eventually find a foundation that allows you to show yourself, and hopefully in every aspect that you possibly can. In film and television, for me, film acting is about behavior and feelings. It always gets down to that for me. It's not about performing. It's really not about acting. It's about behavior and feelings. Real behavior, real feelings, and not feelings or behavior that seem real in any given circumstance, but indeed real feelings and behavior that are true, real emotion. You can tell whether someone's faking or not, because your audience, none of them, are stranger to human behavior, because they share the same thing with you. You, the actor, and the audience share the same thing. You are human beings, feeling things, experiencing life circumstances. And that's what you're going to use as an actor. I don't even like the word actor, let alone anything else. I mean, it has to do these cliched phrases like acting, scene, cut. To me, they're just words that inspire acting. And I don't want to be inspired to act. I want to be inspired to react. I want to be inspired to know that in given moments I can open up emotionally. I can use my instincts and impulses in a true, honest way. Guys, I'm telling you, that's everything. That's recognized as the talent. You understand that? Anyone watching you, since it's subjective in what we're doing, and you display these emotions and this behavioral element of you as a human being, it's perceived as talent. How else do they describe it? They don't say, oh, Martha, he's really great at behavior, really great at emotion. Now they watch and say he's very talented. She's very talented when you have displays of emotions. And Meryl Streep, ring a bell? What does she do? She wears her emotions on her sleeve. It's a gift. She's able to do that. For some of us, that's a struggle because maybe we're not psychologically made that way, but that's okay. That's okay. You have to be the person you are. The idea isn't to look at another great actor who can be very emotional and say, I need to do that or I won't be as much of an actor. That's not true. It's always been said that if you are behaving truthfully within a role, the audience will watch you. But it's very hard to teach actors to do that because they don't have a complete trust in who they are. But let's get back to what we were talking about at the very beginning, what I opened with. And that is, I love my acting class. To me, that 99% of the time always equates to, I love my acting coach. I love my teacher. And that's what you should be out there looking to find. And there are some good ones in this town. They're really good ones. It brings up one more thing. There are certain teachers, coaches, that demean actors, that cuss at them, that talk down to them. And that's the one thing, guys, that I would advise you to never tolerate. Don't let anybody ever talk to you that way because you're very special, you're very important. We'll see you next week here on the Coaching Corner. I'm R.J. Adams.